Yes.
All of them come here to ask for.
Not all of you equally.
Larry Hassan, can you please? Fine gentlemen, leading us all the way to Rotary Guinea for our retreat. Please join us here.
No, what about
My president, do my fast was so much about. My president, this one food.
He did it. He did not. Let's act on royal. Something like that. Yeah. Some vibes. I see. Oh yeah. But still,
For force any one of them now. Why enjoy it? Because they're enjoying it. So it's not force anyone. I win it. You not force any one of them. It's not force anyone. Yes. So you see that they both of them they are married to the UK. And I'm sure that
like so.
Okay,
Yes, everything there is consensual. I'm not using it, but I would like to see everything is consensual. Very good.
Fellow Rotarians, guests and friends, my CP, my chapter president, fellow Rotarians, guests and friends, at exactly 8 o'clock, I hereby call this house to order. May we rise for the Rotary grace. O Lord, our giver of all good, we praise thee for our daily. May Rotary friends and Rotary ways help us to serve thee all.
Money, bro. Fún mi lówó George, aláàjì wo, mo lè jẹ́ aláàjì.
Aláàjì mo fi fẹ́ gbowó.
Mo fẹ́ gbowó, èló ló ní?
Ẹlẹ́gbẹ̀.
Fún mi 10K.
Ó lè fẹ́ ṣe.
Mọ́mí Samuel, ẹ kú yọ̀tọ̀ mi o. Fún mi 500 sínú ẹ̀ náà. 500. Oyo kówó wá, kówó pẹ́ ní tèmi.
Ìwádìí 1,000
500 díẹ̀ wà nù ẹ̀, kò ní pèsè gbogbo ẹ̀ jẹ́.
Over there, Rotary and Fumi, I know. No, Fumi, I know is probably yes, right? Fumi, I know. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining us. The 4-way test. Rotary and Adeyemo, can you please give us the 4-way test of the things we think, say, or do?
Oṣé.
Original person, fellow Rotarians, just our hands. Before we test on things, we say or do. 1, is it the truth? 2, is it clear to all concerned? We need to build a better friendship. And 4, we need to be beneficial to all concerned.
Thank you so very much, Rotary Adeyemo. Before we proceed, I'd like to call on PP Aliazar Ogun to please step forward. And Rotarian Oluwaseun, kindly step forward as well. We're about to witness some magic. Our tall, dark, and handsome past president, my own opportunities president, who was part of the team to lead us all the way to Equatorial Guinea. You have the honor to decorate our sergeant at arms for today. My award-winning IPP, you're welcome.
The president, past president, my president, doing this morning, and fortunately, he happened to be my mentee, and I'm sure he'll perform very good. And then very fun. So, on behalf of the president and the entire member of as the sergeant at arms for today's fellowship.
Hey, this picture.
Big shot. I didn't hear what you said about the Equatorial Guinea, man.
President, I said it's a very, very big honor to be involved in anything that will bring joy and happiness to the club. Yeah. But we'll also not be involved in what will bring change to the club.
Absolutely.
We want to always be involved in what will bring happiness to the club.
Thank you very much. Thank you so very much, past President Alias Anogo. Madu, you're welcome. Thank you for joining us. Rotarian Kofo, you're welcome. Thank you for joining us this morning. My doyen and charter president, can you please give us the first song this morning? the first song. The during time comes to our meeting is always here very early. SA, my SA, I hope you are shining your eyes. So some people are going about giving out. Maybe they forgot that they're not greeters today, but they are hugging all around. So the university and states of protocol of Omole-Golden, Victoria, the past presidents of this club. I salute especially our son hopeful for the club, Barrister Rotary VP Manager. Fellow Rotarian, guests and friends of Rotary family. Can we pick our songbook and turn with me to page 18? Page 18. Page 18. Page number 18. Page 18. And Rotarian President, I know that it is with the intention that you want the house to be, put in a very good mood, that made you to request that I should donate this song. And as such, I'm making the presentation of this song with a little sum of 5,000 naira. Actually, are you taking notes? Rotary and Oluwaseun, that's it. Are you taking notes? This presentation is with a token of 5,000 naira. Thank you. I'd like us to take on that page the song titled Sing Everyone Sing. And before taking the turning suffer for the song, I'd like us to be upstanding. Shall we be upstanding? The tune of the song goes thus. Page 18. Page 18. Page 18. Song title, Sing Everyone Sing. The tune of the song goes thus. La 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 la. La la my distinguished Rotarian Sergeant at time today. That's the distraction. Sergeant at time, that's the distraction. But can you see what's happening there? Sergeant at time, Rotarian Sergeant, please help her. That's the distraction. You can even find that with a note on every. I trust you, don't worry. So, my second time, the instruction is that whatever the man Even the song says we should do is what we will do. And at the same of Sergeant Tata, we commence the song. Sergeant Tata, sing. Sing everyone, everyone, and sing. What is fine? What is and when we first time. What's wrong with the mindset voice? I love the to the smile and with your mind smile. Well, I we can power. Thank you very much, Adrian, for charging us with that song this morning. Very quickly, I'd like to recognize the Council Secretary, VP Daniel Lawal. Thank you for joining us this morning. Came in here with a mask. I don't know why. And I don't know where you're coming from. But you came here with a mask. Our President, nominee, Rotary Dr. Bakri. Thank you for joining us this morning. Rotary Alanike, thank you for joining us. Rotary Ogunusi, thank you for joining us. I thought it was Rotary PP Favor that came in initially. Our friends from Mojutu, led by Trisha, thank you so much. During the introduction, we'll meet you properly. Thank you so very much. I'd like to call on my IPP. It's been a minute since I've seen my IPP. I've missed my IPP so much. To that extent, I'd like to call on our award-winning, irresistible IPP. Isn't she irresistible? Susie, to give us our next song for today. Happy Wanderer. Honey, stand down that song. Happy Wanderer. Would you like to do that this morning?
Good morning, my irresistible magical president that is performing excellently well. Good morning, past president in the house, fellow Rotarians, our friends in the house. And good morning to all the returnees. Whether you are from UK, US, everywhere, you're all welcome. I'm seeing you all for the first time. Good morning. I hope you are hearing that. We have dollars and pounds in the house. Okay, this morning I'm going to give us Happy Wanderer, especially for those who that wandered to UK everywhere, around the world. So we are welcoming them back. Happy Wanderer, and this is on page 14 of our songbook. My president, I'll do this song with 10,000 naira.
You have to say, take that again. And do it in proper way. Because you say 10,000, you say,
My performing president asked me to say it again, and I'm going to loud it.
please, you need to pay attention to my people.
This song, Happy Wanderer, was a sum of handsome sum of not 5,000,
Not 5,000,
not 6,000,
not 6,000,
not even 7,000,
not even 7,000,
not 8,000,
10,000.
not even 9,999,000. Handsome sum of Thank you, my president. So I'm going to call on our own beautiful, irresistible magic president to Lala and Dodo speak this song for us. Page 14. Thank you.
My IPP,
Yes, sir.
you cannot call on your president.
No, I said irresistible secretary rather. Sorry, secretary. No, secretary. Oh, secretary, my secretary, please.
Okay. SA, I hope you noted that.
My president, you are always on my mind. You know, after watching you back now, what am I saying? Always, myself now, and doing it well. My president, you're always there. You have a special place. Thank you.
My president, for IBP, our beautiful vice president, leaders of the House, fellow Rotarians, friends, and guests of the Rotary family. La 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 do do re do la 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 do re do la 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 do la 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 do be re do la la la.
My president. All right. Okay, my president. I have this floor for now. My secretary, sit down. My irresistible president, secretary, sit down. I have no magic for me. Now I'm going to my magic CP. Our own CP. For this morning on ground is huge. My president said, so I can call on everybody. So I'm going to do I want to call on my CP to Lala and do that song for us. Let's have it. Page 14. Page 14.
Irresistible president, fellow Rotarians, guests and friends of Rotary family. The tune goes thus. La 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 do paso fa mi re do pati la so mi fa so do mi re ti la fa so fa mi so fa do mi la ti so do mi so fa do. That's it. Beautiful, Lala. Before we take that song, because I know that this is going to be a beautiful song. I know that people want to support that song. I know that people want to support that song. Our president nominee has been looking this way, looking your way. Our president nominee, how are you supporting this song?
She has been going to this to me.
Yes. I will recommend that. But how much are you supporting the song with? Want to support the song?
We have missed you so much. Personally.
Ensuring that our mental health is in check.
Yes,
Magically,
my Tony.
5,000.
Excellent.
I would support that song. Plus 2,000 naira. I would even do it with 3,000.
Wow.
I don't know if I will call it handsome,
It's magical.
but I will support it with 5,000 naira. 5,000. And I know we still have more support.
Thank you. John. My own, but I miss you so much. So much.
John?
Yes.
Oh, I know it's not dollars. It's not dollars.
For a long time.
$2,000?
2,000.
John, is it 2,000 naira or $2,000?
Dollars, nice one. Nice.
Naira, then please, so we'll collect our money. 2,000 naira. Any other support for that song?
Now I see.
Rotary
I chose this song because of you.
Rotary
I've not seen you for a long time. Rotary, thank you so much. My mentee, Betty Furaren. Happy Wanderer, you're welcome back.
It's your mentee.
Betty.
Oh, okay. Oh, beautiful. Another rich one.
Isn't she gorgeous?
She is indeed.
Oh my.
5,000 naira.
Hand of applause for her.
Well,
and you are looking down. Very good. Thank you.
2,000 naira from Rotary.
Thank you. Okay, now personal person. You will not continue to look at that people. You are not just looking for what should I mention? 5, 10?
Supporting with 5,000 naira.
5,000 naira. 50. So that's not for him. Not an anything. 2,000 naira. My people stop looking at that side. Now I people. I'm not a 2,000 naira.
2,000 from
yeah, that would be good. 5,000 naira from Rotary. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. God bless you. God replenish yourself. Thank you. How much do we have for the song? Sonia. Okay, while you are doing that, so Rotary Sonia, are you giving us? Are you supporting us? 2,000 naira from Rotary Sonia. Oh, my lovely.
2,000 from Rotary Sonia. Thank you so very much.
My sweetheart from Ojoju, a beautiful and elegant freezer of Omole-Golden. 2,000 naira from thank you. 2,000 naira from Rotary. Our own Iche from where? Hello. Rotary.
Oh, we have 10,000 naira from Rotary Princess online for this.
Oh my goodness, all the way from UK. Rotary Princess.
Thank you so much, Rotary Princess.
Rotary, you're welcome. Rotary, how much are you supporting my son with? Happy Wanderer.
Well, everyone about 20,000 naira.
2,000, thank you. That's good enough.
Thank you, Rotary Sam.
All right, Golden Rotarians, irresistible one at that, at the day of my irresistible president that is performing well. All you're going to say is irresistible president. I will take that song. Okay, let's have it. Irresistible president. I love to go.
Yes, be upstanding for that song.
Along the mountain top.
Father, Thank you, our irresistible, magical, award-winning IPP for that amazing song. And we made so much on it. Thank you so very much. Rotary and June, you're welcome. Thank you for joining us this morning. Rotary and Bengal, you're welcome. Rotary and Imanade, you're welcome. Rotary and Moses, Prince Femi, you're welcome. Princess, thank you. Welcome. Rotary and Tola, you're welcome. Rotary and Barbara, I saw you online a few moments ago. You're welcome. Our electoral committee chair, okay, you're welcome. Thank you for joining us. Rotary and Lasisi, Rotary and Ajidi, thank you for joining us this morning. My irresistible secretary, do you have any apologies for this morning?
Thank you, my president. Good afternoon, household Rotarians, friends and guests of the Rotary family. Today we have our apologies from Rotarian DMC Balu and Rotarian Guluwa TV and family. Thank you, my president.
Thank you, my irresistible secretary. And very quickly, can we go to introduction of guests, visiting Rotarians. I know we have visiting Rotarians in our midst. Visiting Rotarians, if you are visiting Rotarians, please kindly introduce yourself.
The president, Omole-Golden, PDG, PAG, AG, Rotarian. My name is Rotarian Kida from RC Omole. I claim all of them. I claim all of them. I claim all of them. Okay, stroke RCU to do. So, like I said, I'm always preaching Omole, so my gospel is spreading as we go. So they will introduce themselves. Thank you for having us. Morning, everyone. My president, fellow Rotarians, and best to have my name. My name is Alkion Edet. I'm from Rotary.
Happy to have you.
Good morning, everybody. Standing on existing protocols, my name is Omole-Golden.
Welcome, thank you for joining us this morning. Guests, do we have any other guests in the house? Rotarian. Monica.
Morning, President. My regular guest, my darling daughter, Iluwala.
What is she? Is she a banker?
She's my LOM. What else?
What's her profession?
Okay, she's a student. She's a nursing student.
She's a nursing student. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Do we have any other guests? Irresistible joy. Okay, let our visiting Rotarians here kindly introduce themselves.
Morning, everyone. I'm VP at the Royal from Rotary Club of the Omole-Golden.
Omole-Golden, thank you for joining us this morning. President, you're welcome for joining us this morning. Do we have any guests online? Fumi, I know you're a guest. Who's invited Fumi, I know? I'm guessing Fumi, I know is a guest. Rotary and Mercy, thank you for joining us this morning. AG Sumoni, you're welcome. Thank you for joining us this morning. Can we project it behind the gavel? As we go into business of the day. Our virtual and is a short slide changing online. It doesn't change. Yes, so I'm starting now, yes. Okay, behind the gavel for Friday, 8th November 2024. Dear irresistible Rotarians, I welcome you to the second month in November. The theme for the month is Rotary Foundation. To this end, we will be having past District Governor Linde Shogar share with us about the Rotary Foundation. Rotary Governor is like not changing online.
Is it changing? It's not changing.
It's not changing online. Elections. We have recently concluded the election exercise for selecting our president nominee designates, which held on Wednesday, 6 November 2024. It was chaired by AG Bironke. Other members of the electoral committee present were PP Junior Tibola, PP Ali Azan Bogo, PP Favor Madu, PP Ganyo Lawal, was the secretary for that committee. I, your irresistible magical president, Rotarian Babajide Victor Omole, was also present as an observer to witness the process. The following members participated as candidates in the exercise: Rotarian Senator Akande, Rotarian Samuel Imonade, and Rotarian Fatayla Sisi. At the end of the exercise, Rotarian Fatayla Sisi emerged as the president nominee designate, having scored the highest point of 78.3%. The outcome of this result is still subjected to a yes vote ratification on election day by members where there is no challenge. Annual dues. I would like to commend and appreciate everyone that have paid their annual dues. You all deserve a round of applause. Please clap for yourself. However, we still have 25 members with outstanding to pay their own payments. I understand that times are tough, but I appeal to you to please make your dues a priority, as it is what qualifies you to be a Rotarian in the first place. SA, for the first time in a long while, we have cleared all outstanding SA. However, we now have only a few outstanding for October. Please, let's keep up with the momentum and maintain a zero outstanding SA going. Let's bring this ICT laboratory project to life, one computer at a time. I need you to sponsor a set of computer, 200,000 naira, and we'll proudly co-brand it with your name on the PC and on the desk. This will show a lasting impact on the students' learning journey. Our weekly bulletin. We have now released 19 editions of our weekly bulletin, which is gaining great traction across the district. Due to how widely distributed it is, it has become a great opportunity for advertising your businesses. Please take advantage of the advert slot, as we have limited slots remaining. You may reach out to the secretary for advertising rates. Family of Rotary. Last week, we celebrated our October babies and gave them their gifts. We look forward to celebrating our November babies by the end of this month as well. Youth service. During the course of the week, we sponsored the inter-clubs of Ajwa I and Okera Junior Secondary School to attend the installation ceremony of the Pioneer District Interact representative. The interactors were not left to themselves, as they were ably supported by members of our youth committee, which was led by Rotary Omole-Golden. A special note of appreciation to her and the rest of the youth committee. As I conclude, I need you to remember that impossibility is a possibility that is yet to be explored. Thank you for your attention and being here today. I remain yours in Rotary service, Rotarian Babajide Victor Omole, your irresistible, magical president, 2024-2025. Thank you so very much. Can we have reactions behind the gavel before we go to the committee results? Any reactions behind the gavel? So in the absence of no reactions or comments behind the gavel, PP, if you're okay, can you give us an update on the election, please? Please pass the mic to her. Good morning.
Behind the governor, the committee met on Wednesday this week, and we had screening for the 3 members that put up for the position of president nominee designate. And the Rotary to talk about Monday. Rotary Samuel Monday. Rotary Patai Associate. And
Go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching. Marching along. In the when the saints go marching. Yes, I want to be in the number. When we meet, PG, the English for that. Thank you so much for being here with us. Despite the challenge and all those, thank you so very much. Yeah, you be broken.
some of the saying, so the three of them were present, and all the committee members were also present. Myself, Jimmy, Yazan, Favor, and Daniela were all present. And our president too was returned from the beginning to the end and observant. So at the end of the screening, we have the match for each of the candidates. Rotary Accolade scored 56.7%. Rotary Union scored 54.3%. Rotary Association scored 70.3%. In that order, so the winner of that screening for the position of the president nominee designate is Rotary Patai Associate. So we will pick our president from year 2027-2028. Thank you, my president.
Thank you, Chair, for that detailed report and exceptional performance.
Okay, so my president, that is the first leg. That is the first leg of our assignment. The second leg is the election of club officers that will serve 2025-2026, and that we have the details of that also pasted on our screen Rotary platform. So up till I'm talking now, we haven't got anybody that picked the form. So we're appealing to them if they want to pick the form. However, if they don't pick, at the meeting on that day, we will ask for nomination, and then that we will vote for them. So that is the stand. If on that day there's nobody that picks forms, so every member of this club will be entitled to be nominated, and then it will be ratified by voting. Also, the PND that we did, we also have the yes vote on that day to complete the process. Thank you very much.
Yes. Thank you very much. Rotary Patai Associate, can you please stand up for recognition?
Don't do that now.
Thank you very much. Our council chairman, you're welcome. Thank you for joining us this morning. Rotary Mercy, Rotary Lewis, thank you for joining us this morning. Do we have any other committee reports this morning? Rotary Sam Monday, do you have any reports for us this morning?
Mr. President, this was 2025, but it's been it was posted yesterday. It's still 30,000 naira. Accommodation very legacy hotel, corporate hotel, and as well as parking. For those who want to pay directly to this report, we have two apartments as of today. The price is 140,000 naira only for a night. Please, if you have not rented that for a night, yes. Apartment, I want to say. Apartment, 1,009.
For a night.
The maintenance, so you have to share. If I can divide it, it will be around 40,000 naira plus.
4 rooms in an apartment, the big hill. For the big hill.
3 rooms, so.
3 rooms and the big hill. I was there last week, madam. I was there last week. 3 rooms and the big hill. Don't take the big hill. There's no AC there, please. I give you please. I did not go there to sleep. Thank you very much, my president. It's still 1,000 per apartment for a night, 2 nights, 3 nights available. Please pay to the trust account to reconcile. Oh, we're ready.
Thank you very much. You want to react to that? Okay. Roshan, Adetola, please pass the line to her.
The chair is gone. I don't think has really done justice to that, because if it's telling us there's legacy, there's parking, viralism, and conference itself, how much are we paying in each of those hotels? If they're going to stay in the apartment, he said 140. Am I paying 140 to stay in the apartment? How much is the individuals paying? We need to know so that we prepare on time. When are we starting the payment if they're staying in the apartment? Thank you.
Okay, so Roshan, what you would do for us is please kindly do a breakdown of this and put on the platform. For the apartments, let's know what the individuals will pay. And for the various hotels, let's know what they'll pay as well. So we can put that on the platform. I believe we've made a deposit for the apartments, right? My irresistible vice president reports.
My irresistible magical president, fellow Rotarians, guests and friends in the house. So we have house. My whole report is on our staff projects, which is doing that you want to ask with my president has decided to have a bind on everyone. That's we also want to have individuals branded on the computer and text as well. So we have decided to give the room for donors to sponsor a computer just 200,000. The sponsor a computer 200,000. That computer will be branded or your name, branded in your name. And this is a two-way thing. It's going to be a support on this Rotary and the service project. And also an appreciation of commitment to serving humanity. So I'm going to have to reach us one by one to take our commitment, say your name and also the club's name, and to take in our donations. And I'm sure I'm not going to call the president's. Thank you so very much. As the year goes by, the other projects we have running for the year will be to be unveiled. A couple of things that will be packaged between now and the end of the year, which I'll be reporting as staff project. But most importantly, our staff project, we want to get it done and get the commission in another 2 weeks. That's what we're counting on your support. Thank you for your time. Thank you for listening.
Thank you so very much. Thank you, Larry. Okay.
Presidents, the house. So I'm just wondering if it's okay to encourage people to put down money for projects. What's the budget behind our individual names? Can it be the name of our club? Or you believe it's our individual name that will encourage people to want to put down money to support the project? And I feel we should, if there's room to reconsider, that we just do the name of our club, and that should be fine. we recognize ourselves today. But what is the significance of my name on the laptop somewhere? Somewhere. But let's we are comparing the next better if don't do what we really operate with. Certainly not like you saw. That's not listen to personal efforts. That's my thinking. I don't know.
Thank you so much for that observation. PP Lawal.
My president, their PhD, distinguished guests and friends are Rotary. I don't know if Larry has issue with that location because it's an Akoko or something. So, my president, I think I want to talk particularly in ensuring that we stay with the Rotary brand, having individuals name on that item. Does not make things straight. We can do recognition, we can do rule of honor. If we want to put it on the blog of the ICT room, or we don't do individual recognition, we do it in the blog. But let the name of the club and Rotary, let it be on it. We will decide to whether we put members' name or not, we will still support. So that's what I think we should do. Thank you, my president.
Okay, thank you so much, PP Larry and PP Daniel. We will put that into consideration. Feedback duly noted. RCP.
The Rotarian irresistible president, my very respectable and revered PDG, they are highly recognized, fellow Rotarians and friends of Rotary family. This is like a report from the presidency. It's a report from the presidency, but because it's the president that actually requested that I should help handle it as the charter president of the club. To the glory of God, we spoke with Mr. Governor of Lagos State concerning having LASAP board in strategic places all over Lagos State, and have design can marry the Team Sports agenda of Lagos State alongside the 7 area of focus of Rotary. Because we discovered after good research that some of those Team Sports agenda, they go in line with Rotary 7 area of focus, particularly the one that has to do with education, the one that has to do with EdCom. And to the glory of God, it's been approved by the grace of God. The district governor already handed over a letter for us to have that document, which is going to be dispatched today. That's number 1. And it's going to really enhance Rotary's public image, motivated and driven by our Omole-Golden Club. So that's number 1. This is number 2 is concerning the Humanity House. Yes. I want to tell you that after the last mail we got office of Mr. Deputy Governor, we need another effort. The president and I visited the special advisor to Mr. Governor on works, and we have very good information that Mr. Governor of Lagos State has requested that we should bring a letter to that effect. Now moving it away from the office of the Deputy Governor to the office of the governor, because that's where the power lies to do such things. So by the grace of God, we'll be communicating the chairman, assistant governor, I'll be communicating her with the president so that we can send that letter next week to the office of the governor. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That's that is good. Good progress. At this point in time, very quickly, I'd like to call on, because of time, I'll still go back to comments and reaction. But I'd like to call on our CP once again to kindly introduce our guest speaker for today.
What is the you want time by president in this?
Much President Rotary of Omole-Golden. Very eminent council members here present, with due respect and all sense of humility, may I request the digit of your standing. Fellow journalists and friends of Rotary family, with us this morning is a fine gentleman who, if we have to read out specifically his profile, we will not get today. And that such, without having any literature in my hands or perhaps any written document, I'm just going to do a brief recognition and citation of this fine gentleman. Dr. Denbe Sugar is a medical practitioner of over 200 decades in Lagos State. Of our 40 years now, 4 decades in Lagos State. And when you look through the records of Lagos State government, is, according to the Nation newspaper, one of the very best bone surgeons in this state. And that's not a round of applause. Severally, we have had injuries at the Rotary, former Rotary District 9110, and even up to date on issues that people couldn't handle that has to do with orthopedics. And believe me, you, with one common assistance of all those people. I think you can have another applause. Including the service of Lagos State till up to now, he was the district governor in the year our own amiable past president, Paddy John, served as our president. Paddy John deserves a round of applause. And if you look at those two personalities, you will see and agree that by divine purpose, God actually produced Paddy John for us as at the time he was DG. He is of the Rotary Club of Bagada. And as at the time he emerged as a district governor, was one of the very foremost medical practitioners that gives all his time. And when I say all his time, he actually took huge of assets from the government for that whole year. Doing all sorts of family. This fine gentleman is the one who had
one of the very strong pillars behind the sheltering of our club. As at the time our club was shattered, he was the deputy and the district secretary satisfied our documentation, and I think he deserves a round of applause for that. And thereafter, after shatter, he kept on coming to give us advice, to nurture us up to what we have today. This affairs of Rotary family. It will not be sounded round of applause, but I want to go with it. Come with me.
Thank you very much. Please, can I get the other microphone, please? Good morning, Chairman President, Charter President, Vice President, fellow Rotarians. You will pardon me if I quickly go through this and explain myself. Actually, I did some other agreements and member of my club and our family are here with me. We are Carol. And instead of getting here, I came here and the road was blocked. I had to go around, got to this gate, and they told me to go right. I couldn't find any gate, so my car is parked somewhere, and I trekked down. But you know, after the day called me yesterday, two things were played. First, I couldn't receive coming to Omole-Golden. I don't also receive any opportunity to talk about Rotary family. So those two things, love of the club, and love of the family. So I will just talk briefly about how your club and any club can support the Rotary Foundation. And I want to make it as simple as possible so that whether you are a veteran, whether you are new, you go away with something and see that you have a role supporting the Rotary Foundation. Next slide. So the first thing we should all take away from here, that the foundation is our foundation. It is yours, right? Indeed, when we were discussing the foundation at the last institute, we were described as shareholders of the Rotary Foundation. And if anything is yours, what do you do to it? You keep going. You feed it. You do everything to make it thrive and continue to serve. And that is our first request for us to support that foundation that belongs to all. And how do you support it? When you look at the four elements of an effective club, talk about membership, talk about projects in your community and community abroad. It's all about supporting the Rotary Foundation. And how does this ask you to support the foundation? Through your donations, by giving. But then, what that goes to say that it's not enough to give. If you give and you don't participate, then you are dashing the money to other people. You are therefore required to give and to participate. That is to use the funds of the foundation to attend to the needs of your community. Next slide. That Rotary Foundation has been with us for over 100 years. Because in 1917, Aklong, who was the 6th president of Rotary International, proposed to Rotarians at the convention then, Cleveland, that it is important that as Rotarians, we set up an endowment for doing good in the world. And when it was accepted by the Rotarians present at that event, they had also been planning to send the gift to Aklong as he was ending his tenure as president. And the money that was left over after their collections was $26.50. And they donated it to be the first fund into that endowment for doing good in the world. And it was initially called Rotary's Endowment, and later on came the Rotary Foundation that we know today, one of the largest privately funded foundations in the world. Next slide. Now, our foundation is a prudent foundation. You know, when you look at many other foundations around you, a lot of money goes in and little comes out to do good for, the community. But that is different when you talk about our Rotary Foundation. There's a body in the United States that rates charities for their effectiveness, for prudence, for accountability. And for 15 consecutive years, our foundation got a 4-star rating, scoring 97.8% each time. It is known that our foundation, out of all the money that comes its way, 90.1% of every collection goes to service project needs. That means 90.1% of your $100 will service a project need. Compare that to many other foundations where most of the money would have gone into sitting allowance. So your money goes into what you desire. It does good all around the world. Next slide. One of the main things that foundation does, of course, is to support polio eradication. And Rotary Foundation came into this, Rotary came into this through the foundation way back in 1985. And we have spent over $1.5 billion all over the world in the effort to eradicate polio. Of course, working with governments of the world, Gates Foundation, and so on and so forth. Our own contribution is well over 1.5, and we have spent 300 million in Nigeria. In fact, it's much more than that now, but that's just for you to know what your money is. And when you talk about, polio eradication, which is #1 priority of the foundation, you really will not appreciate how much impact this effort has made until you look around you. Interestingly, one of the subjects I teach in orthopedics to medical students is on the subject of polio, just by coincidence. And sometimes we try to describe the deformities that these patients have. And for many of the students, it's easy to pick it up because they've seen somebody around the corner who is walking like this, but they don't see them anymore. So those students don't really appreciate what I'm describing because the kind of children who have these deformities are few and far between, and that is because of your efforts. So how do we then support the Rotary Foundation? There are 3 major funds that I want you to concern yourself with. 3 major funds: annual fund, endowment fund, and polio. So let's talk first about supporting annual fund. There are several ways. If you give $10 today and say it's for annual fund, it still supports. But the foundation says that every Rotarian, believing that the foundation is yours, believing that you have to nurture it, should consider giving at least every $100 every year. So EREY, $100 per year per Rotarian. Of course, if you are blessed and you can give more, foundation asks you to give $1,000. And when you give $1,000, you are recognized as a Paul Harris Fellow. That is a recognition of the founder of Rotary, Paul Harris. Of course, having given once is not enough. Therefore, ask that when you are so blessed, you will give every year. When you give every year, you are recognized as a member of Paul Harris Society. And when you look at EREY itself, EREY, every Rotarian every year, and you talk about annual fund. And you talk about annual fund. The way the money goes, the idea is if you don't give in some particular years, will be more in future years. Because what you given this year is used next 3 years. And what you give next year will be used the year after next 3 years. That means the year we perform to what we get 3 years down the line. So imagine a year that we don't give our work and our efforts, our energy significantly diminished. If you give 10,000, 1,000, and you get to 10,000, I recognize that major donor. Because there are levels of major donor, that 10,000 level 1, 25,000 level 2, 1,000 level 3, and so on and so forth. So that means annual funds. Next slide. When we talk about giving, and you give, $1,000 and give again, the beauty of it is that, which some people may not know about, is that when you give $1,000, you are sent a certificate indicating that you are for Harris. You get the pin like the first one there. That's a plain for Harris. If you give a second time, you will be given a pin one sapphire. But it doesn't end there. You also have the right to recognize anyone dear to you, your spouse, your child, your bosom friend, your boss at work, anybody that is of special value to you. You recognize that person with that your second relation. When you give another one, you get the two sapphire. You can also recognize someone else. In that way, you are showing love and extending the value of Rotary Foundation to other people. I remember the past president of my club when he, just in his first year, and he had read to call it for Harris, and he gave $2,000 and made 2 of his friends for Harris. I'm proud them to come. As they were being recognized and they realized the value of what he did, one of them donated $4,000 right there. Imagine what we would have missed if you didn't do that. And besides even getting money back from other sources like that, you show love to people around. For instance, in my own case, after my first donation, next one I made my wife for Harris Fellow, next my children, next my friends, and so on and so forth. I remember when my daughter was graduating and I recognized her as Harris Fellow. And about 5 years later, she was married. Not the joy in the face of the husband when I also made him a for Harris Fellow. He suddenly realized that, so I'm so dear to you, just like your children. And following day, he was wearing his skin with pride. And he goes everywhere and says, I'm a for Harris Fellow. So what did I do? I shared love, isn't it? So that's the kind of thing you can do with your donations and you keep giving. Even when you give and you don't recognize anyone with it, your 1,000 points are there. And you can always use it anytime you so desire. So as you are going on, you are getting new pins, you are retiring your old pin. And so that's what a friend of mine did with her pins. I made it into a bracelet. That's getting fashionable in the name of the Rotary Foundation. Next slide. So that is an annual fund. Then we have endowment fund. Endowment fund is the one we still talk about what happens to the monies, but let's just see it now. Endowment fund, we don't spend, we keep investing it, but we make proceeds from our investments. The proceeds from our investment is still shared every year. But the bulk of the money itself is invested. It is the future of the Rotary Foundation. It is saving for rainy days. And it is not only in money, it's in property, it's in gifts and different things. Some of the money we're talking about is even still promises. They have not paid yet. But the endowment fund currently has $1.7 billion. And there's a plan that by 2025, which is next door, to make it 2.025 billion. So there's actually a slogan 2025 by 2025. So when you give $1,000 into the endowment fund, they are recognized as a benefactor. Go back to the previous slide. And then the one before. And they give you something like this, which you can wear along with any Rotary pin. Back to where I was. So there's also what is known as named gifts, beginning with 25,000. If, for instance, I decided to make a name gift in the name of my father, so I can have a Michael Sugar fund in the Rotary Foundation. Now, when I have a fund like that, $25,000 Michael Sugar fund, that money is not spent. It is continually invested. The $25,000 is there forever. That means even after I am gone, even after my children are gone, if the world still remains and the foundation remains, Michael Sugar funds remain there and it's touching lives forever. And it doesn't have to even be my father because it's name. It could be in my own name. It would matter Sugar fund. And you know the beauty of it is that people coming after me, generations can keep adding to that my fund. So it can grow beyond 25,000. So 25,000 is the least, there's 50,000, there's 100,000, and so on and so forth. So it's there in someone's name that's there to you or your own name forever. And the beauty also of it is that you can decide what the proceeds from that investment will be used for. You know, when you look at the areas of focus and so on and so forth. You will join Bequest Society. With Bequest Society, this is 10,000. Could also be 20,000 and bigger amounts. To join the Bequest Society, you don't have to also pay the money today. It's a promise to the foundation. That's why I said not all the money in the endowment fund is there already. Some are promises. You could have it written in your will that when I die, $10,000 or $20,000, whatever, will be paid from my estate to the foundation. And you will be recognized today as a Bequest Society member. You could also tie it to your life insurance. You could also tie it to your pension. I, for instance, tied it to my pension, and I'm a member of Bequest Society. Even though now the story has changed, because the Naira value has become something else. It's going to be a steeper mountain to climb. But you see, when you talk about tying it to your pension, when you first of all talk about tying it to when you die, Africans don't want to die. So when you say, when I die, many people don't want to talk about that. I remember when I wanted to join the Bequest Society, and I said, Chief, now. I'm not dying. I'm attaching it to something else. I intend to pay that money while I'm alive. So that's a challenge. That's something many more of you can consider. And then, of course, Acclone Society, $50,000, which you can split into 5 years. And then you could even do bigger amounts, and so on and so forth. So that is Acclone Society. In each of these, you can actually decide also what the proceeds of this donation is used for. Pay for peace, pay for water and sanitation, and so on. So you have control over what your money is spent on. Next slide. Polio. We have already told you the beauty of your efforts on eradicating polio. But then we cannot stop, even if Nigeria is declared polio free. Because when polio is still happening somewhere, children in other parts of the world are still in danger. You know, transmission is just one plane ride away. You know, everything has been good in Gaza region, but with the war now, so much is wrong. Polio is resurfacing them. And then in a few places where polio has been eradicated and, you know, some people were not dying and the virus is still going around. So you cannot say because Nigeria is free, then you don't have to bother. So the foundation says every Rotarian should consider giving at least $10 every year so that effort. And we have Polio Cross Society where we ask people to give $100 per year once polio is eradicated. And then the beauty of what we give, you know, in support of polio eradication is that whatever we bring forward, if as Rotary Foundation we bring $100,000, you know, as what we have contributed for polio eradication in a year, Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation will add $200,000 to it. That is a 2-to-1 match. So indeed, if we don't give much to the Road Foundation, we're only shortchanging ourselves in terms of what Bill and Melinda Gates give us. Continue to strive to eradicate poverty. So who can give to the foundation? Of course, you and me, Rotarians, but we're not the only ones. Family, friends, people in government, corporations, companies, and all can also give. Now I see that you have contact with the governor of Lagos. He can become a account society member. He can do more than major. I recall that when I was PhD, and someone in Agege, the operator of Agege, recognized the governor of Fashola as the major donor. Governor Sanwo-Olu was the one that came to receive it on his behalf. And I have the picture till today. Indeed, the governor is a very brilliant man. That was the only day we met. But sometime before he became governor, in the year leading to that his nomination, he came to an event with his wife, who is a doctor. And the wife, recognized him and nudged him in the direction of where I was, and they greeted me. And she was trying to introduce me. And the man said, "Roach, I know someone that met me only once." So indeed, I will send a picture to you. Go to him and tell him you to support the foundation today. So use the access you have for good. Use what you have to get what you want. So what happens to your money? I told you about endowment fund which never spent, and what happens to it. We know that what we give for polio, we keep using to continue our effort to eradicate. The meat of this discussion is what happens to your annual fund. The good that you do through an annual fund comes back to you as a district and as a community. Because what you give in a particular year, the foundation invests. And 3 years later, half of it comes back to the district and is given again. What is it? DDF, District Designated Fund. People will ask, what became of the remaining 50%? Has the foundation eating it up? No. It goes into a second fund known as World Fund. And the World Fund is a pool of funds of 50% from all districts all over the world. That's the money that is available for matching TDF contributions for global grants. So what it means is that if a club or district keeps doing grants, they'll be drawing money from World Fund to increase what they can get. Whereas clubs and districts that don't ask will keep giving, and others will be spending it, shining on their behalf. And you'll be clapping. So, next slide. And that is a chart that shows how the money goes. The annual fund under what is known as the share system. 50% comes to district designated fund, that goes into the first fund, and that is what is used in matching funds for global grants. Now, our DDF, we also have the right of splitting it into two. Every year, we invite clubs to apply for district grants, and it is 6% of DDF that is shared to clubs for district grants. If the DDF is low, what you get as district grant will be low. If the district is buoyant, you get more to support your district grants. So, grant types. Please excuse me, I will sit for 3 minutes. I have some videos. So you have district grants, like I said, and you have global grants, you have package grants, and so on and so forth. Next slide. I'm not as wealthy as you would think I am. Well, doctors will die one time. So district grants support simple, flexible, innovative projects, and they are actually supposed to be small projects, and decisions are made at district level. And you expect the next slide, they are allowed to carry out any activities of your desire as long as they fall within the mission of the Rotary Foundation. Next slide. For global grants, your activities have to fall in one of the 7 areas of focus. You need an international partner. How do you get the funds into a global grant? The minimum cost of a global grant is $30,000. And when you get ETF from districts, the foundation matches it with 80%. That is, for $1, you get 80 cents. $1,000, you get $800 matching. For your cash, it is not matched, but adds to the total cost of the grant. Next slide. Effect of the long-term projects, you need the participation of Rotarians, you need the involvement of the community, and you must build sustainability and so on and so forth into the next slide. Go on to the next slide. That's just a template of how the matching of funds goes. Let's look at these grants, which is, like I said, minimum value is 30,000. Let's look at this grant, which Rotary Club of Omole-Golden, as the host club, is giving $2,000. There's no matching from World Fund, so it's 0. Let's say Rotary Club of Atlanta is giving $5,000. Also, it is not matched. It is called cash. When your district 911 gives $5,000 from DDF, so you see DDF is beautiful. When they give 5,000, you get the matching of 4,000. When the international district gives 10,000 DDF, there's a matching of 8,000. So for your 2,000, you are getting a grant of 34,000. I was watching, following your discussion about your computer project in some school. Do you know that if you found an international partner and you got DDF from your district, an international partner gets DDF from their districts, you can actually do computers in 4 schools with the same little contribution that your members are going to make. And if they give the $200, 200,000 naira each, it will be paid to the foundation in the name of each person. So your foundation contribution history is growing. Yet that same money will be used right away to support this grant. So instead of doing 1 school with the same amount, you can do 4 schools. You can do 5 schools. So you don't limit yourselves. Use the foundation and expand your reach. I'm aware that you carried out a global grant recently. Congratulations once again. But that's 2 or 3 years ago. You should not rest on your backs. You should be on the next one and the next one. Or do you want to keep congratulating yourself like lizard that dropped from the tree top and celebrating 1 grant? So you have a partner that you work with. You work successfully. 1 good turn deserves another. Talk to them. They'll be ready to support you again. I recall at that time, they didn't even care if you gave any money. They were ready to work with you. Why are you quiet? Why don't you talk to them again? Why don't you use this grant you want to do to serve 4 schools? Just be ready to do a little extra, and you will get there. Don't, put your opportunities in the pocket and celebrate little things. Do big things. I'm happy that Rotary Club of Omole-Golden has woken up to supporting the foundation. The time was when you were not doing so much, even though you are raising so much money here. And remember, I challenged your charter president that where is the money going? What are you doing with it? But you have been doing great things. You have been doing great projects. Use the foundation to expand your scope. For instance, my club has a partner, just in Cotonou there. Between 2010 and now, we have done 8 global grants. And there are so many other global grants ongoing. My club currently is handing the grant over $400,000. Are we not the same Rotarians? Do we pay more than you? Do we have 2 heads? So that's a challenge for you. I remember when you were going to start that one, your members came to us and you are guided. We will still guide, but you already have the experience of even do so much on your own and even guiding others. But if you lose the practice, you forget how it goes, and then you become just another of the ordinary club. Don't be an ordinary club. Use the foundation to touch lives and create hope of what you can achieve. Those are the 7 areas of focus. They are not new. Next slide. And with global grants, you can fund humanitarian projects of different types, addressing health issues, addressing water issues, addressing education issues, and so on and so forth. You can do a VTT. VTT is vocational training team, and that involves capacity building. Not only are you doing projects, maybe doing eye surgeries and all that, but you're also bringing experts to work with local practitioners in whatever field and help to improve their capacity and ability to continue to deliver in the local community. And then, of course, graduate scholarships, which should address one of the areas of focus, and minimum 2 years. So it also runs like global grants. So you can get grants of 50,000, 40,000, whatever, depending on the needs to actually support someone on the graduate scholarship. Next slide. And then, of course, we have peace centers, which you can also nominate candidates to get selected and participate in such. So, my dear fellow Rotarians, having shared with you information about the funds and what happens to the money, how polio funds continue to support our efforts to educate polio, how endowment funds continues to be there and in perpetuity, but proceeds support our efforts, and how annual funds comes back 3 years later, how DGF can enhance your capacity and, as it were, double your money. That is the magic. That is where the magic of Rotary can shine through. So, the record of your club, you have been doing well lately, like I said, but you can do more. And when you do more, you become stronger in approaching your district for DDF. Because if there is a club that gives little, you'll be shy to go forward, isn't it? But when you are giving a lot, you are confident. You'll approach the governor and he will give you. Because he knows that if he doesn't support you, his own support will dwindle, isn't it? So, do more. Every member of this club should be minimum every year. That is the minimum from a club of the caliber. It could actually go on to have every member a Harris and even do so much more. There's a club in Korea that is all major donor club. They are Rotarians like you are. So no Rotarian should be left out. Make that your resolve this year and every year, because you have to support the foundation in which you are a what? Shareholder. So look at the situation, for instance, if we have 2,000 members in this district and everybody gives $100, that district has already raised $200,000. And then people will be for having this fellow major winners and so on. So things can really move forward. So, like I said, parents, friends, family, corporate organizations can give. We are not atlas that will carry the world on our shoulders alone. Reach out to other people, tell them the good the foundation is doing, and they'll also be glad to. Next slide, join hands with people. The other thing I didn't mention, which you are also aware of, is that when I said that if someone gives $1,000 and didn't even recognize anyone, his matching points are there. So, for instance, if you decided you wanted to be an up for Harris Fellow Club, and we know fingers are not work, maybe some people cannot get them, and people have given $500, you could take 500 matching points that someone has not used and match that $500, and the person becomes a for Harris Fellow. So, if you have 10 matching points for 10,000 matching points, for instance, you could use it to create 20 for Harris Fellow. When 10, 20 give $500 each, and they come for Harris Fellow. So you can spread the job, and everybody will try to create their thing, and then look forward to doing so much. And as you are doing that, your record as a club is rising. So Other things we can do, fundraising activities for polio, special events, what's greatest need, and so on and so forth. Raffle draws, different things. Think outside the box. And you have billion gentlemen and ladies here who can do that. You only need to challenge yourself, have a committee. Your club is well structured, they are always thinking ahead, they are always planning many beautiful things. Also, get a group to actually devise ways to think outside the box for your club to make a difference for the foundation. Not only by giving, but also by using the fund. You could challenge yourself that every year we also want to do a global grant. And it's not beyond you. You only need to challenge yourself and decide that this is the caliber of our club. And this and we should be doing. So raise your giving, consider more impactful projects because we are all stakeholders and we should be giving and using the funds. We can make our foundation greater. We can ensure the future of our world of service, next slide, through our giving. Fellow Rotarians, I call on you once again while thanking you for your time and interest. We support our foundation today and build the future for our world. Great work in the world through the magic of reading. Thank you.
If you want to be the great speaker,
Okay, thank you so very much, PDG Sugar, for this very insightful session together for us. We need a very short notice. We're interested to know that it was just yesterday evening we had this engagement, it came through, and sincerely, we really do appreciate you, sir. With all the others as well. SA, what's going on here? What else? I know that we'll have questions. So we'll take maybe 2-3 questions. PAG, Apelobon, Rotarian, Assistant and Rotarian, Sonny. Please come and pass the mic to Rotarian.
Irresistible magical president, with your kind permission, I would like to rest on the already established protocol. PDG Sugar, thank you for honoring us with your presence. That delivery was spot on, succinctly delivered, and well put together. I want to thank you for that. Behind humbly request that insight you have shared with us, which I find most inspiring. Can you share the slides? Okay, thank you very much. My question is this. Given the level of volatility of the foreign exchange market and the purchasing power erosion of members of Rotary clubs all over Nigeria, what is RI doing regarding having an agreed or a fixed exchange rate for the purpose of transferring money into this fund? Because I recall when I joined Rotary Club Omole-Golden, a smattering of years ago, my first contribution to the foundation was about 400,000. Second was about 500,000. Today, if I want to do the same thing, I will need about 1.7 million naira for processing. Is there a way? But I remember the first one, within 3 months, Naira depreciated against dollar, and PHF rate was still static. Is there any way we can manage the exchange rate, Naira dollar,
so as to encourage members to continue to contribute to the foundation. Thank you. Okay, I think I'll like all the questions at once and then, let's go to Sonny go. Yes, let the Sonny go and you go last.
My questions. I want to amend the existing protocol.
You can amend protocol. Please follow the protocol.
Let me quickly go through some points. Number one, an open suggestion. I believe that every payment should be recognized with a PIN as well. Not just agent or pages. Because how do we recognize ourselves as appointed? It's an open suggestion, all right. Then, to the question, if I pay for PHF, does it automatically serve as payment for polio and disaster response fund? Because I see that sometimes you are asked to pay extra $10. So if I pay for PHF, does it serve as payment for polio? I need to apply extra $10. That's one. Number two is if I pay for Erin for 10 years straight, does it connote that I become a PHF member? Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. That's a good.
And PHF fellow 100 years. My time president, the first I wanted to say is just to say thank you to PTG. Sometimes ago, my mom had a serious accident. She's working today on account of our baby. The second one is a question. Part of what your bill you talked about, demanding, if it gives so much to the foundation, then we can demand something from the district. Apart from, we will surely do that. Because apart from that, that we want to take, there are other things that we will take it just and then we surely take it on that. But it's good that you have affirmed that you have any concerns that too much people much is expected. So if we are giving so much, then we can demand so much. And I'm sure that the council will come up with ways to address that. The last one is a plea. My party governor. The first person that gave in this district in this Rotary here is my dear brother and friend, H. Biodu, Richard. Yes, Richard. So on account that I have a friend and a brother that has done so well, the day he was giving that money, I told him, Biodu, shake the enough. I mean, it's not bad that they are calling your name everywhere. Do for me also. I mean, from what you have built that now, is saying that you can do for you can even do for girlfriend. And you know that or maybe but on account, the spirit of what and I said, you shake the enough. He said, he said that, I'm serious. He said that, and you know, it's very painful. So my party governor, please, these are things that will help us. Please, okay. So that's my last question. Please put it to heart and he's here, live and direct. Thank you so much.
So my PG, we can take 3. One more, last. Okay, so let's just take that last.
And my Rotarian president, fellow Rotarians, for the benefit of those people standing on the system protocol or it's not acceptable.
Yes, I just, if you don't know what to say, there are presidents very yes. Are you Tobago? Okay. Let me start by saying, PDG, the bishop had actually demonstrated that it's the material worthy of that name. I call my counter with him. Yes, a round of applause. I think the counter with him, a friend of mine, very close, was sick. And I thought, okay, who can I call? So I called him to say that that person will require an urgent attention. And he said, okay, meet me up at 6 a.m. at the last suite, 6 a.m. and move straight to the emergency ward. I will be there waiting for you. 6 a.m. We have that discussion around 2 o'clock. And lo and behold, by sheer confidence, my friend, I know I have to call him later that evening that there will be to be that early to work. So I want to say thank you so much for all that you do to humanity that I would have loved to ask, but I know that it may be very difficult. But maybe I to answer is the issue of having stability. Somebody had rightly pointed, I recall that happened for about 2-3 years, that it was stable, even though there were variations at the public forest market. So I will allow the Bishop to take this question. Thank you, and God bless you. Thank you so very much.
PDG. Rotarian President, fellow Rotarians. The question of foreign exchange is one that is raised a few times at higher levels. But the truth is that we can really not have a special Nigerian rate. It is what is happening in the market. So we just have to flow with it. And it's affecting all of us. When I joined Bequest Society, I was hoping that everything would be about 500 times 10, which is how much? Like 500,000 naira. No, 5 million naira. But see what is going to happen now. It is no longer 5 million naira. It is probably 70 million naira. You understand? So it's touching all of us. The idea is still keep doing the best you can. And you know, because when we also get money back, you have a grant now. Yes. So you get your 1,000 at 1.7. So when it comes back to you, it comes back big. So you don't want to give little and want to get it back big. You understand? So there's really not much we can do about that. Even at the training for council of institutions, the meetings that we had in Mauritius was still discussed. RI Secretary General was there, still made us understand that it's nothing really, it's what is prevailing in that environment, what is happening in the market that has to happen. So really what we just let's keep doing our best. You know, last Rotary year, even when it looked so difficult, we still came close to the usual minimum that these students. You know, there's the Yoruba saying that in spite of everything that's going on, now, what was the other question about me or Eric? Well, you know, it costs money to produce those things. By the time you give $100 and you spend another $30 making a thing for you, you know, it's not what they want. Every year there will be a proliferation and undue wastage of money. Indeed, even for Harris Fellow, You know that in the past, not only do you get a pin and certificate, you actually get a medal. But they remove the medal as a way of saving costs. If you want the medal, you pay a little extra for it. So if we are going to make pins for every, we'll end up making pin for $10 for polio. So it's going to be undue proliferation. So I think we should just let it be the way it is. I think those are the two important questions. The others are mostly important. And when you give $100 every year, you keep your records. Sometimes people just give offhandage and they are not really following the record. When you keep your records and you hit your 1,000, you demand your offhandage value and they give you. Just like your 1,000 comes 10,000 and you come a million. So keep records that you are giving. Okay. And yeah, they are already.
Thank you so very much, our PDG. May I please call on PD Badijan to please step forward as we present to our PDG. For those who are not here earlier, PD Badijan was our president when PDG and Dede Shoka was the district governor. So I would like you to, for you to kindly present this gift, a token from us to our PDG.
Yeah, the president and guest speaker, Shoka, very close. That's the year was building communities and
Region
continents. That was the particular year. On behalf of the president of our club, Omole-Golden, and the entire membership staff, we are so happy that we came at a very short notice. And of course, the sheer quality of what we do at people with that short notice. Testament to the fact that you are a true Rotarian, you are a confident Rotarian, you are somebody that will always rely on when it comes to Rotary and Rotary Foundation. We are so grateful and we believe that as a future time we call you, you will always come. Part of the fact that you have shown being a Rotary to all Rotarians here in different levels. Since the Rotary is cooperative this morning, we are happy, we are thankful. Accept it from us as a token of our association.
How the past president and how the are doing PGS, PhD, how past president is going on. Okay. Fellow Rotarians, guests and friends, I'm sure that has been a very insightful session for us. People Yoshinobusi, yeah, you're welcome. It's good to have you back on the list. Thank you so much. You have an activity for us today. I never saw you online, my PhD. While we were away in Canada. My AG, sorry, thank you, I didn't see you online. I never saw you online, so yeah, welcome back. PP Fibomadu, you're welcome. Rotarian Ramiro Sujo, you're welcome. Rotarian Sonny, Rotarian Prince, Rotarian Akiroko, my PhD Alfredo, thank you for joining us this morning. PhD Wolabi, our president-elect Komi, Rotarian Sam, our Rotarian coach, Joan is here. PhD, I recognize you online, Rotarian Abiola, Rotarian Daffy, Rotarian KG, thank you so much for being here. Rotarian Akiroko. So just before we get into induction, I'd like to take a message from our friends that are here from Rotarian past president Coyote to please share with us why they're here today. Please pass the microphone to him.
Yeah, thank you very much, my Rotarian president. Before I bring my message forward, I want to say I'm so happy to be here. This is my first time in fellowship with Omole-Golden. And I have so many friends here. And one good thing I want to say about your club is the fact that any club I go to and I see past presidents, at least 12 in every fellowship, that tells you that that club has a future. And I'm so proud of all of you who came out this morning. Let's keep reaching it. It's one of the things that I helped with myself, the president, because in any of my meetings I had minimum 12 past presidents. And recently, I said, thank you all. This morning, I'm not coming as Coyote, I'm coming as district committee chair for Family of Rotary. And I'm here with the section of the committee, which is outstanding. Rotarian, we are here. I've told the president joking that the day I will come to Omole-Golden, how much did I say I'll collect from you from this club? You know, say it yourself before we start. My president, please. No, don't worry.
I can't. We have SA, but I can't even remember. People need to come and say it on the floor.
Thank you very much. When I look back, I see Rochelle Shinigo, I see Rochelle Stiswano, I see when I Rochelle, I was like, okay, when I come to Omole-Golden, apart from the 100,000 respect from you, we are asking for your sponsorship. Our sponsorship, okay, wait. So that I won't go talk to Rochelle, I'm looking able to do the introduction of what we're doing. Thank you.
My chairman. My irreplaceable president and our fellow and thank you for having us this morning. I'm the secretary of Family of Rotary, and as we all know, what Family of Rotary stands for is usually an event being celebrated in December to celebrate ourselves and our families and come together for the testing season. But what we're doing differently this year is we're introducing our spouses, kids, you know, beyond the usual family of Rotary event we usually have. So this year we're having a participant for the kids You'll be having free access for kids from 16 downward. All the parents have to do, or our parents have to do, is pay a fee of 20,000, which gives you access. You have access to bring down 3 kids. With your 20,000 naira. When your spouse is coming, another 20,000 naira. Our teenagers, 20,000 naira. So, no, that's above 16. Yes, above 16, 20,000 naira. So, but we're doing this. If a table of 10, maybe 10 Rotarians are taking up the table, that means you'll be paying 180 instead of the 200,000. So there's a discount of 2K. And we have corporate sponsorship too. 1 million, 750, 500, 250, which also gives you other unique opportunities. There are tickets, all that. So what we're doing is we're going to have live band, DJ for the kids, like I said, Christmas, for the Christmas will be there, free gifts, free drinks and all that, food, free meals. So it's going to be different this year. So we're taking the support of the club and the members to do the registration. From today, it's just 35 days, 35 days away from the day. So that's just it, basically.
Thank you very much, Mr. Olubide. It needs input now because I'm happy being here today. It's funny that you are coming with your spouse and paying 40,000. So by the power of part of you, option, so that couple can do 30,000. One of the things we want is we want to sell that this is the very first family of Rotary event for the 911. We're coming with different. In previous years, you were given a tent to make your food, you will pay. But at this level, this year, just come for the past. We want to keep you the kind of flavor you have when it. Good music, good food, quality environment that takes it back. And I want to believe that, fortunately or unfortunately, President fortunately or unfortunately, don't let me go into that because of the time. I'll get that. But then I'm looking at somebody now that I told her when we saw this from you, I'll collect 500,000. But I think somebody will give it to you. At the end of the day, your club will do the sponsorship for 1 million. I'll just give you the hint of the people that will give you. They have no choice. Whether you like it or not. They are my people. They have put me somewhere. I'm putting it somewhere. But the bottom line of everything is that we're looking forward to seeing you on the 14th, and we're going to give you a nice time. Thank you very much.
Thank you so very much, Rotary and Private. You can be rest assured of our support from the Rotary Club of Omole-Golden. In due course, we will communicate that to you. Permit me to quickly recognize PAG Manchester. It's been online for a while, Rotary Manchester. And you can hear us. Thank you for being here with us.
Good morning, Rotary President. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for being here this morning. Yeah. Please, Rotary Court, to stand up for recognition so that our member will know that you are a member. And then we have Rotary from Rotary Club of Otta. Thank you so much for being here. Can we quickly do the induction? We have one induction to do today. Oh, okay, just before that, hold on. We have one more committee report. Make it quick.
Rotary President, this is not a committee report, President.
This military committee report.
This is the golden law, and whatever is going on in this field, that the golden law will, call upon to carry out the helping hand. While I was sitting there, my chairman keep talking about the event. I should remind our club about the building. The sickle cell building is the star project for this Rotary year. And the chairman is VP Bamitele Onalaga. And we have so much to do with this club. And then we're talking about sickle cell. And it's something that has affected us greatly. And the building is one of the proof of the building is ongoing. We are going to a stage that will, but there's a need for us to have time to complete that project. The project is scheduled to be commissioned in December this year, by God's grace. At this point, we are on the first floor slab already. But our club needs to contribute to part of that project. And that project is going to go on with the commission, just the way we did at the Neonata. And that kind of project cannot go on in this district 911, where our club is in the lead. 911. Our club is in the lead. There are groups, there are places that are going to be made after clubs, individual and corporate organizations. And I'm sure we can do something to even honor our baby that we lost in the course of this Rotary year. Our club can get a place that we can name after that. To keep the memory of that child. And going forward, we're going to roll out the sponsorship plan. The chairman is going to come here, but he has asked me to specifically hit the club and then in preparation for his comment. The sponsorship starts from 10 million, 100 million up to at least as
You guys start with the sponsorship from now. From 10 million.
From 10 million, 100 million, and those saying it, it's no particular order, but we have up to 100,000. If you can contribute 100,000, start on the point. Your name to appear on the flag or a place to be named after you start from 5 million. So, my president, people are already paying from other clubs. We're already having people donating from other clubs. But I say, let me bring it to the awareness so that when the president, chairman comes, he can say that our club is already. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you very much, VP Hassan, for that. We are committed to supporting that project. When the DG came for the DG visit, we committed to doing 1.5 billion. VP Hassan, are you listening? 1.5 billion towards that project. What we'll do is we plan to start making those payments and make this installment. PHA Olabi.
Yes, and my Rotary president, yes, I recall that when PG came for this district, we made a pledge. And I know that it actually took pledges from members. So the only thing we can do is to provide connection of students. I know that I made a pledge which I had redeemed. So I'm wondering, that does not mean that if we need to give more, we can still reach out. But then let's focus on trying to follow.
Thank you so much for that. We will do the fund drive for it. Roger Maxson, since you're a member of that committee, you'll be in charge of that fund drive for the club. It's been posted, that list has been posted on the Strictly Rotary platform, so you can take it up from there. We can also get more commitments from our members towards that. Very quickly, let's go to the adoption. The prospect is who? Is person online?
Yes, my president.
So can you introduce, let's see the person on the camera as well.
Good morning, my president, fellow Rotarians. It's a thing of joy this morning for us, as today is going to mark another great day in our life as Golden Rotarians. So please allow me to introduce to you Alaja Abiodun, a prospect who is ready to be inducted today virtually. She's on. Alaja Abiodun, you're welcome. She's UK-based. she decided to commit her time, treasure, and talent to advance the cause of humanity through the Rotary Club International and through our club, Rotary Club Omole. She's a dedicated professional in the field of nursing. UK-based nursing nurse. She's known for honesty, trustworthiness, empathy, and friendliness. Qualities that define her approach as a nurse. Though she describes herself as a bit of point shy person, she has a love for traveling lectures around the world. In her leisure time, she enjoys working and engaging in simple exercise to stay active. And like Abiodun also has a big heart for helping others. This she be doing in her private life, especially those who are less privileged and vulnerable. She is based, but she's a Nigeria. She wants to come to Nigeria anytime soon. So she stays at Jingo anytime she's in Nigeria. She's married with children. I like that Adebi has attended our meeting virtually more than 4 or 5 times now. She's introduced to this club by our amiable first female president of this club and also assistant governor, which is Titi Suban. It's let's give her a round of applause. So my president, I present to the House a prospect. We're going to adopt today. Elijah Abiodun Adebi.
Elijah Abiodun Adebi, thank you so very much. May I please call on my own sponsor, Assistant Governor, Abiodun Riching Oshingosi, to please kindly come forward. The stylish man in the whole of District 9111. The past captain of all presidents is here. If you Oshingosi are welcome. It's a pleasure to have you here. We're going to virtually help us adopt Abiodun Adebi.
So, my president, I don't know how this will be done, but in my head, I'm thinking I should have a proxy, a female that depicts who we have online. So, don't worry yourself. I think she's the most suitable. She's the most. It's even beyond all of those ones. It's even beyond my president. Allow the person to have a spot standing for.
Since you came back from Guinea-Bissau, you have permission to do
anything you want to do. Oh, editorial leader, editorial leader. Yeah, that's what President.
You want to give a comment? Yeah. Okay.
President, I think observing what has been happening right from the beginning of this fellowship, I have found out that you really need to protect this fine gentleman, particularly from the shenanigans of Ifi Aferobi. And Yorubas will say, "Akin Parito Kafani Oya." It's meaning that being his friend does not mean that he should opine or if he's not a body. Because responsibility, because the responsibility is performing now, different rights. Protect him and protect us. Thank you. To my CP, my AG, you may proceed.
Okay, so I distinguish, beautiful, elegant.
Okay, so this is fundamental. Okay, so let's put that. This is fundamental.
We have had managerial presidents for Rotary education purpose. We have had decoration, installation, or what have you done, virtually, and there is no need for us. Now, I am just wondering why Assistant Governor Oshinibosi is particularly interested in what PhD gets
In your president.
of Brexit. Now, one, this is what for what will you think something when the person want to think is miles away? So we had one last week. We had one. I mean, and anyway, in the spirit of making money, because you have been away for a long time, and probably there has not been opportunity for us and the rest. If you want my own vested, then it's not to come free like that. Because it's uncalled for, it's not necessary, it's about what is I say Rotary information. I say Rotary information. However, there are things that are not okay, they only come through my confession. So my current president, I submit accordingly.
So I thank you for that. Don't worry, my AG. You want to call on
My
AG,
beautiful AG.
so you will call on her, of course you will, because anything that sounds like money in my ears, I take it. And I know that you're capable. You're more than capable. And you do the needful. We are not some.
I'm calling for a vote.
As
So
long as
my president.
calm down.
Calm down.
I should calm down.
President should calm down.
Yes. So my beautiful, electable, you know your version, and I can't stand there in the dark. I need your light and support. So please, I only
What we get to this is pretty okay, let's put me on line.
But you have people Richard Oshinibosi alias Atikamu Kotamagbe. He cannot be using slangs that he used when he was toasting. And bring it to the fore. These are appreciating the time that I let them toast there. I was trying to tell you here now. Don't be using those kind of things here. Please. We are expecting people. We are.
So my PhD, thank you for the observation. Alana actually likes it. She.
My president, sir, if you allow this kind of interruption, I'm sorry, we will be derailing our law. So we need to sanction PhD. Our fellow go ahead with the induction. Thank you very much, sir. So let me say that I'm bringing out this light for a token of 5,000. It's token. No,
5,000. I accept it.
So,
ẹ má pàṣọ má lájà lára o. Emma Passion
Let's take
Manager
it
5,000.
because of-
Alaja 5,000.
After the,
No.
after the.
Alaja 5,000. Ah.
Oh, another 5,000. Thank you so very much.
So my president,
Hold on. She wants to support IBP1. Oh, she didn't say that. And please proceed with your
my
induction.
stable president, prospects. Are you there?
Please unmute yourself.
She needs to talk. She needs to talk.
Can you unmute yourself, please? What's that, bro?
Yeah, Adebiyi. Can you unmute yourself so that we can hear you?
Good morning. Yes, I can hear you guys now.
Yeah, beautiful. We're about to induct you, and I want you to be attentive.
Okay.
On behalf of our irresistible president, and the entire members of Omole-Golden, we at this point want to induct Abiodun Ademi as a member of Rotary Club of Omole-Golden. In doing that, we would also like to share what this means to us as Rotarians. I need not go into details about what we do as Rotarians, but knowing you this speaks a lot to us and about you and about our organization. The organization, as you well know, is the #1 humanitarian organization in the world. #1. And it's #1 because each of us carry that value, jealousy. And so at every point that you put on this thing, you are representing that great organization. And so you must also carry that value wherever you go. On that note, I have done an assistant governor that is so beautiful the way you are. As we decorate, in decorating you, we would adorn the picture, honor rather, to signify decorating you as a Rotarian. So please be very attentive. Thank you. To balance the situation, I'd like to call on somebody I respect so much. He stands as a mentor in so many ways to me. So,
please, introduce one of the sponsors. Please come forward as well.
Somebody will say he's the most handsome, but that's contestable. Some other will say he's the tallest, still contestable. He's smiling. If you all those mentions that I'm talking about, the boxes, yeah. But today, I'd like you to please join me in past assistant governor. I don't know why it's not a DG yet, but past assistant governor, please join me there. I don't have the authority to touch Alaja's. That's the main reason, even though, so The best I can do it the way I would love to do it. You know?
Yes.
Yeah. So, Alaja wants me to do it. No, I know what's on your mind. Don't worry.
Let's observe.
Thank you, my very president. Well, much as we are passing on with this, I would also like that we call and ask the inductee whether she likes what we are doing. Maybe she does not. You may ask her if she would like that we do the pinning to me, to my vested, or she would like that we keep that pin for her until she's around. Because you can never tell. Because once I have that pin,
she will buy it back.
Somewhere. So, Alaja, before we begin to tell you rotate Abiodun,
Yes, sir.
And I understand the direction of the observation. Because when I pin her, or when we pin her, for you to retrieve that pin physically, it will attract some handsome song. So she needs your concurrence to go ahead with this exercise. Can we go ahead, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Okay, she has said we can go ahead. Let's appreciate her. So, my PhD, sir. I'm sorry.
I wanted to say the president is not doing. You understand?
So after this introduction, the sponsor, AG Sumano, you did celebrate yourself, Rotary and Abiodun, right? Once you now that you have been inducted, you're now Rotary and Abiodun, so you need to celebrate yourself.
How are you?
You can speak up so we can hear you.
Okay, and Abiodun, you can come now. Now and address us.
Can you hear us?
Are you speaking to me, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
oh, I'm ever so sorry.
So, you can address us now.
Okay, then. Thank you. Thanking, starting from my irresistible president, our PDG, fellow hello, can you hear me? Fellow okay, fellow Rotarians, guests and friends, I promise, and I'm proud to be called a Rotarian today, and I promise to give in my best talent, skills as a nurse to help whichever way I'm expected to perform, and I can I promise to use the resources within my power to help humanity as well. Thank you very much for accepting me to be a Rotarian with Golden Omole.
Thank you very much. So how much are you using to celebrate this induction?
Okay, 100,000 naira.
100,000 naira. That is like something. Oh, you have your friends online, according to what I understand.
I've got a friend online, Rotarian Fumilayo. I know.
Rotarian Fumilayo, I know. So how much are you supporting Rotarian Abiodun with?
And my nephew, who is somewhere in the house, I'm just going to call him now to come and do his pledge to celebrate me. Give me a bit of 2 minutes, please. My nephew is going to come online to celebrate me as well and pledge whatever I can afford.
So please kindly unmute yourself and pledge support to Abiodun if you are online. Or you can type it in the chat box.
Olufumilayo, you know, is online.
Okay, so finally when you respond, those that are, we can't hear them now, you know, so they can unmute themselves, but those of us that are here, how much are you supporting?
And my nephew is here.
20. Thank you very much.
Good morning, Rotarians.
Good morning.
My name is Olayemi. Good morning. Thanks for having us. We really appreciate being part of you. So I would like to donate some of 10,000, you know, for a start to celebrate. Yes, to celebrate my big aunt.
Is it 10,000 pounds or 10,000 naira?
Now I'm a Nigerian.
Okay.
You know, I will do naira.
The details will be converted to you so much. Your mentor will be Iti Ali Hassan. Please stand up for recognition. A fine gentleman. Iti Ali Hassan, how much are you supporting? 10,000 naira. Thank you so very much. Thank you so much. Just before we get into, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Alan. Thank you, everyone. Just before we go into our essay performance, I know our time is already fast spent, but please, I sincerely apologize for that. We have Rotary Falashagi from Beckley Estate, Beckley Estate. Our induction is on the 30th of November. Please let's show love. Support. PP Yoshi has a short demonstration for us. PP Yoshi, he has a performance. Someone that came from Equatorial Guinea. You have to wait to see.
Thank you so much for this opportunity. You know, I'm a learning president and I'll continue to learn. And so I've asked for a few minutes from our president for us to learn, just create some excitement about a picture. So I think it's a bit clearer. So I'll call on a few people. They will come out here and then we'll do this engagement together. Rotary Akule, please come forward. Of course, you know Rotary Martins, I'll call you. Forward. Rotary Falashade, please come around. Please come around.
Rotary and roller. Please come around. Come around. Just look at the picture. Look at that picture. Look at that picture. We need a female. Now we make a female to join. Okay, look at the picture. Look at the picture. Who can you identify there? Identify three people and just go. Identify three people and go. If you identify one, just one person, you pay 5,000. But if you identify the three, you just pay 1,000. So I'll call you before you speak. So just study the picture. You have 30 seconds more. All right. Okay, so let's face that way. Madam, please come around. You know, for fairness, we've said three people at least. And I know you can identify at least three people there. Okay? So, how do we do this? I don't want you to spy on anybody's responses. Please, can I have a paper? So I'll give each of you a sheet. You write down your three things. You are doing collabo. Okay, so the names that you can, or faces that you can recognize them. You can, if you do 5, you won't pay any money. If you do 5, you won't pay any money. You can bow closer to the screen. Are you keeping that school here? What's that? Closer to the screen or to see. What's the Martins? Just so you know, if you write the same thing, I'll penalize two of you. Yeah, I'm just telling you, because I'm seeing two of you. So if you write the same thing, no collabo. Okay, thank you. No, I'll call you. Okay, so, Rotary Roland. Let me connect. Okay.
Thank you. So thank you so much, Lieutenant Folasa.
My age, I will release them to me.
Hello, Lieutenant guests and friends. From this article, I'm looking into the horoscope of those people standing on the screen. And I think I can see the future. And from this side, that man in his suit, he looks like, yes, to me, you know, I think I'm looking to the horoscope. And I'm looking into the future. I think this person looks like PhD Olashodepo. PGG, sorry. PGG Olashodepo. This person to me looks like that gentleman sitting in the soup this morning out there. PP Nade John. Okay, besides that, I want to identify this young gentleman as the PhD Safayetutu. Okay.
The next person, Lieutenant Olakule. Well, to me, I can see three people. So, to the right now, I think this is Rotary, no, sorry. Favor Magic. Because it's a combination of Rotary and
a combination of Rotary.
It looks like Rotary and Wabara. What? So the third person is Rotary and Wabara. It's not very clear. So if not, okay, I'll tell them, okay, let me just go straight. You mentioned the three, and the three were right. So you just give us 1,000. Rotary Favor, they said they are not good to. And they said they are backing us there. So you pay 5,000, you didn't get it. Okay, so I would like to tell you that. What year did Rotarian, Omole-Golden serve as president? My past assistant.
Correct.
Did you hear? Did you hear? Hello? Hello, concentration. Rotarian 2. Please, let's take out something from here, please. Okay, so I said I intentionally asked that question because Rotarian Wabara was not part of this club during that period at all. So it couldn't have been Rotarian.
It's not the one.
Rotarian Juliana.
Wọ́n ló sì jogọ́ wà mẹ́ rẹ̀ ní òsì jọ wà mẹ́. Wọ́n nílẹ̀ ní òsì jọ wà mẹ́. Ìyẹn tó wà láǹpẹ̀ rẹ̀. Jẹ́ ìyẹn lè máa fi mọ̀ pé ìyẹn máa fi lọ́ọ̀kẹ̀ rà.
So let's know the persons.
Àti pé Rotary yẹn lè máa fi lọ́ọ̀kẹ̀ rà.
Well,
Ẹ mọ
I
kíni
but I don't know the
kíni owó tàbí
But I don't agree. I actually think this is Rotary Matthew, somewhere here. Yeah. Now, is there, I think it's number 1 there. Yes, I think it's number 1 there. And I thought this was PhD Omole-Golden. So that's why I wrote it down. Then I want to confess, I wrote Wabara there because they said somebody looks like Wabara. Yeah, but I know these people, I know this person, I don't know their names. So that's why I didn't write them. Yes. Huh? No, but this was 2013. I was not a member of this one. Okay, thank you, sir. I hope I won't be punished, sir. That's 5,000 that you pay. Okay. I'm sure I will be willing to pay 5,000. So distinguished Rotarians, the people in here, you want to try?
No, we'll do it just because of our time. Okay, just mention the names.
Okay, I can see the
Point there.
I can see the Chikola Shodipo, PhD Samuel Ayetutu, our Korean PhD, Kuni Adeyeye, the Rotarian income from March to May. Yes, Larry, Alachi, Amen.
Anyway, I just would like to also date. The essence of this is for us to get to know ourselves better, even those that are still present in here.
Thank you so very much for that. Very quickly, can I have the essay on? Sorry, coming out of being lectured by before 11. Yeah, please pass the mic to us.
So to make it snappy,
Can we have, I'm sorry, please, you will pardon me, I don't know the titles very well, so I'll just say Rotarian.
You have less than 6 minutes for this performance.
Yes, Rotarian Oshinibosi and Rotarian Yeye. Please, can we have you? We have missed you so much. We have missed you so much. So you know that we're in a hurry to start. What are you going to do? To welcome yourself back, and we are welcoming you also.
We miss you, yeah. So that's how much? That's how much?
That's how much?
Yeah, that's how much are you giving us for the missing? For all the meetings you have missed by each. Please don't waste the FA's time, please. I mean, 5,000. Thank you so much, Mr. Tunikosi.
Okay.
Okay, so is that
1,000?
Yeah, 2,000
Yes.
for all the years. No, I'm not I'm not happy about that at all. With the way you're looking dazzling and sassy, 2,000 naira, irresistible. No. You can do better than that. I'm looking at it because my kindly observe. Husband is from my side. You understand? It's a proud they were born. We can't be stopping in this regard. 2,000, 1,500. This is very, very small. Try for your mental observation. How you want to buy a time to mandate to pay someone 10,000, I will have 5,000 to that. Thank you so much.
I have a financial challenge. So this my financial interest. This my financial. You are not feeling my work now. You think that I have a financial challenge. So I want to go out in hand this money. I want to have some.
You have already dropped 5,000.
My mentor is here. My principal is here. She said that she was my president, you want to support me. My mentee. You understand? But next year you know that this support she's seeking for, whatever amount you raise, she will double it. Yes.
It's going to match it. I'm adding 5,000 naira to that. Is that 2,000 naira to it? 9,000. Who's writing this now? 5,000. Who is writing this now, please? Who is writing? Tell myself, Esther, who is writing this for you? If we favor any amount that we raise like this, she's going to double it. To double it. 5,000. Let me relieve you of this pay that you are going through. Your phone was found, was found carelessly misplaced, not on this table. And you will pay. You will need to pay for that one. How much do we have now? How much do we have? 57,000. Rotary 2,000 from PP Favor, 2,000 from PP Favor. Rotary Rachel, how much do you think you're putting on the ground for this? 2,000 for Rotary Rachel as well. 1,000. 5,000, thank you. We had 2,000 here, 2,000 now. We added it. We've added it. What about yours? And 2,000 from 72. Okay, who's writing all this thing? Who's writing this? Okay. 74. How much? 2,000. Which one? Sonia 2,000. 2,000 from. Rotary Richard was how much? Rotary Richard 2,000. Rotary Favor 2,000. KHO will be 5,000. Down. By the expected, the give of this hand, then we want to back with it.
5,000. Oh, 5,000. Let's go. Let's see the 5 where it should go.
So that's how much?
That's 76 plus 5,000.
1,000 naira. And I was hoping we could do like 150 so that she can, you know. No, it's helping us. It's helping us very much. Okay, if you speak. How much? 6,000. 91,000. So that's 200. Yeah. Okay, how much? How much do we have? Like 1,000?
I don't know what the intentions are, but honestly, you see, I play a lot on the digital space, and I was just playing, and I saw the label of that jeans. It's true religion. The cheapest of that brand is $40,000. Wow. I mean, go online and check it. Wow. So I don't understand this financial shape. Financial.
How much are you putting on the ground? AJ City City. We have 91,000.
Information.
Drop your mic. 9,000. 100,000. Let's hear from Rotary speaking. I apologize. 120,000 there. 120,000 there. Oh, I know, but we are not. Why you are president? Why I was president? We got outside of that 20,000. Thank you so very much for my PhD. XA, my God, let's not wrap it up. XA, don't give us submission and commission. Yes, very strong. Commission and commission. council chairman, he's the council chairman. My PhD, I'm working for now. Commission and commission. I want to collect something. Yes, something. I didn't contribute to this one tribe at all. It is 1,000 already. I'm satisfied by it. I am satisfied. Commission and commission. As we all take this back on, we have done very well. Commission. How much do we have in total estimate? Then give us commission and commission.
Okay, total estimate, we have about 700. Yeah.
Stop. Not 200,000, not 400,000. Some. Not 500,000. Some. 5,000. Thank you so very much. Please would appreciate that all these figures translate to actual cash in our bank accounts, not later than Monday. So our SA will be doing the reconciliation and we'll publish it. Please, I would like to
Madam Chair and President, fellow Rotarians, I thank you most heartily. But I want to say that we have to be very careful in posting things on the platform, particularly when it comes to finance. Now, I said that. Now, I said that some of us will pledges towards the building. And I said that I have paid. And something was posted immediately on the City Rotary platform. And I saw that my name was not ticked. Then the beauty of it is, if you need receipt for 5 years, what do I say? 5 years. And so on the 26th of August, I sent the receipt. And like I said, I normally send to Treasurer and maybe SAE. And this time I may not send to SAE because it's not SAE issued. So what I did was to pay 180,000, and I said 1/3 being balance of SAE and redemption of pledge towards sickle cell bill 50,000. And so please, this is not the first time, it's not the second time. Before you post something, let us, why are we sending to concerned people? If needful will not be done. Some people are very sensitive, some may not take it lightly, because when I said I have paid, some that are seeing what you have posted, they say that, look at it, see, his name is not. So please, on the 26th of August, next Moses, I will share it with you. I share it with you. Yeah, I will. So please, I will send it again. Like I said, not all of us will be able to keep receipts like this, but in my practice as an accountant, that's why I'm able to do this. So please, let's be more careful when it comes to.
Well, thank you so much, PhD Omole-Golden, for that fundamental observation. We will take particular attention to analyze going forward. PP, thank you so much for seeing your 5,000 there. Roshan Boy, if you may kindly project the account numbers as well. For those account number, project the account number. Oh, we have guests here. Project the account number here. Roshan Martins, can you please give us the closest as we close the fellowship?
Thank you. May we please rise for the toast?
Yeah, I've already captured your. Okay, I'll capture it already.
I'd like us to have our glasses. If we don't have the glass, we can charge ourselves. So I say the toast to guests and friends.
Friends and guests.
I say the toast to Rotaractors. I say our
You say or you toast?
You say
the toast to Rotarians in our midst. Our visiting Rotarians. Yes, I say a toast to our PhD PhD Sugar.
So toast to Bakala.
Toast to Ojodo, toast to Bob of Berkeley States. Omole-Golden, thank you. And toast to Abeokuta. And toast to Rotary.
Martins, you know what? I'm going to take this toast again very quickly, but you stand right beside PhD Olabi. You're whispering your yes. I didn't see you, since you came back from Equatorial Guinea, I don't know what's going on. Well, you are going to Equatorial Guinea tomorrow.
My Lieutenant President, sincerely, if not for the fact that we have taken SCA and we have taken much time, this will have caused our You understand? SAA pass, immediate pass, top secretary. I mean, it's a very grievous.
I agree with you, my PhD.
It's a very big. Yes. Anyway, for the benefit of visitors, next year's proposals in the following, we say toast to our guests, all our guests. A special toast to Rotaractors in the house. We have visiting Rotarians in the house. We have special toast to that very beautiful club from Abeokuta, Rotary Club of Abeokuta. Yet another one to that beautiful club, Rotary Club of Bagada, Club of Olgi. We want to propose a very special one to the past district governor, Rotarian PDG Sugar. Okay, we have Becky Estates, we have the irresistible president here, a very good friend and sister, to Becky Estates. Yet, Ikeda Golden. Yeah, you actually look golden. Ikeda Golden place. Okay, so that very special woman that has just been decorated in Rotarian few minutes ago, and that's Rotarian Alaja Apiato Adebili. Special toast to her. I will reserve this very fun and very special one to that members of that wonderful club called Rotary Club of Omole-Golden. The next toast will go to that district that has brought all of us together, District 9111. Another toast will go to that organization that was established 100 years ago, all the way from the United States, the international. The last one to this wonderful country where all things are possible, the Federal Republic of Nigeria. My president, I'm done.
Thank you so much, our PhD for that. RLI, I'm sure you've seen how we.
Yes, sir.
Let's take the club anthem very quickly. Omole-Golden come, sharing Rotary around. Giving service to humanity. While we do Rotary's will, God abide with us still. Shall be found serving all our way. God and golden Rotary rounds long. To be happy in service, we run free away. The national anthem. Nigeria, we hail our native land. Lord, my God, song indeed. Fellow servants, yes, and friends, I want to apologize for the time I've taken today, but due to the myriad of activities that we have, we promise to do better with time going forward. Rotary Pedro, thank you for joining us this morning. And P.P. Azan, you had a guest beside you all through. You didn't introduce her, you kept her to yourself, just talking to her alone. Only just saying it. PhD Afelogun. Are you aware of the guest that is sitting right beside you? That is wrong. That is wrong. He kept her to himself. Yes, please, P.P. Azan, kindly introduce her, please. Kindly introduce her. Introduce her.
No, that person. You know, it's not my character to have that. I keep this to myself.
What you keep this to yourself?
My person. The guest having by my side having to be the guest of Kokora, and she transferred the guest to San Melody. Yes.
I'm going to transfer to you.
And all of a sudden, I just looked by my side and saw that San Melody had disappeared. I said, "Good Virginia."
You have to possession.
I have to keep engaging her so that she will not.
But you did not introduce her. P.P. Azan.
My president, you have not told me to do that. I can't interject. For me to introduce that and do that.
Okay, introduce the producer.
My president, her name is Esther, and she's the guest of Rotary and Corona. She has come here to fellowship with us, and she's into some business that she does. She's a realtor and a business lady.
When she joined us, I will make you a mentor. Don't worry. What affects us? No, the pictures is important. It's important. Very important. We know that obvious. What is our relationship with us?
As far as I can sense and I can think, she's single. I don't know whether she's trying to bring me
You have done very well. Thank you so much. You are welcome. Thank you for sharing friendship with us today. Thank you so much. I think